welcome. We had a Final Four. And it was tremendous. It was tremendous. You got the big dogs stopping. The big dogs going in. South Carolina. Now, I know I ain't made no clips, no videos on South Carolina. Only reason why I haven't done that is because we already know what they is. They juggernauts. We know that. We know how they coming. We know the vibes. But look, though. We finally got our final matchup. South Carolina versus Iowa. We're going to go through the games. We're going to see why everything took place. South Carolina blowing out NC State. Iowa with a tough win coming back from behind in the second half. Let's hop into it. We got a show, baby. We got a show, baby. First thing I want you to do, though. First thing I want you to do. Them 3 dots at the top right there, I need you to hit that like button for me. Whenever you come across this video, I need you to hit that like button for me. You feel me? Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Here we go. We about to get it started, baby. We talking about South Carolina. South Carolina, Dawn Staley, Cardoza, all them girls over there going crazy, blowing out the NC State Wolfpack 78-59, going crazy. If we look at the stats right now, we could pull them up. We could look them up right now. Cardoza, 22 points. She carries the team on her back. For sure. Now that's not saying that they don't got no other dogs over there now. That's not saying they ain't got no other dogs over there now. They got Johnson with 13 points. You feel what I'm saying? They get contributions from off the bench. I don't want to mispronounce nobody's name because I've been drinking some wine lately. You dig what I'm saying? I ain't even gonna lie to you. I was watching the game. I was in my little vibe. You hear me? But look though, South Carolina and them girls, man. Iowa got a tall task. Caitlin Clark and them girls over there, they got a tall task right now. I know they just won, and I know it feel like they on top of the world right now. But when they come down and they realize who they gotta play. When they realize who they got to play, they going to be like, all right, it's time to really, and it's on Sunday. Today, Friday night. I know everybody out there probably partying right now. Everybody out there probably doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? But like, yeah, you got about 34 hours to celebrate. Then it's back to business. Back to business. You hear me? This is crazy, bro. This is crazy. Like, they are what? What's their record? 37-0? 37-0. We see this. I had this conversation with Brody the other day. Certain teams you do not judge based on regular season. It's really kind of hard to judge South Carolina based on the Elite 8, Sweet 16, anything of that. We not tripping off that with y'all. We know y'all going to do that. We know y'all going to do that. You feel me? This is based on what y'all going to do in the finals. South Carolina versus Caitlin Clark. Excuse me. South Carolina versus Iowa. But we know what it is, man. It's South Carolina versus Caitlin Clark. She has the skill set to take over a game. It doesn't matter who's on the floor. She has the skill set to do that. Now, this game was an all-around. Let's move to the Iowa-Connecticut game, UConn game. This was an all-around great game for Caitlin Clark. No, she didn't have the 40 points. No, she didn't go off. But she had, 9 rebounds? She had 7 assists. She had a complete guard game. She scored when she needed to. She got involved in the rebound game. She got her teammates involved. Now, I will say this. In the first half, Marley, if I'm saying her name right, number 10 from UConn, she was in her grill. She couldn't do nothing. She never felt that type of pressure, man. I was texting my man. I'm like, bro, what's going on with Caitlin in the first half? Like she was playing shit, like she was too cool for school or something. Like you have to play through the whole possession. You cannot pass the ball and then go sit somewhere. You can't. You're too good for that. If you watch Steph Curry and the way he play, once he passed the ball, it's constant movement. I guarantee you, when she watched this film and when you go up against South Carolina, you cannot pass the ball and disappear on any possession. You cannot do that. They got away with a little bit. You feel me? Make sure y'all hit that like button while you in here. Subscribe to the channel. Let's get it popping, man. We got the Final Four, women's college basketball. We're excited for it. You know what I'm saying? They get a chance to shine on this great stage. You feel what I'm saying? Let's go to the Iowa and Caitlin and UConn game. Let's look at the stats real quick. Let's look at the box score for me real quick. We got Stalky with 23. Stalky with 20. Way to come up big, shawty. Way to show up. Way to show up. 9 for 12 from the field. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's what I'm saying. You're gonna need your role players to play well. You need your role players to play well. That is a fact. Stokey with 23 points. Caitlin had 21. Martin played a good game. She had some clutch buckets at the end. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Who was Marshall, 5 points. You dig what I'm saying? Like they don't really go that deep into they bench. They play about 7 players. Iowa play about 7 players. You dig what I'm saying? Looking at UConn, you had Bucker. She had 17. She really needed 21. Buckers needed 21 to really win this game. That 3 from the corner that she missed. You got to knock that down. You wide open. It was like 10, 11 seconds left in the game. And you get that shot, you have to knock that down. Now look though, I will say this. If you ladies want that same type of money that these fellas is getting, you're gonna get the same criticism that the guys are getting. Okay. Paige Buckers, that shot with 11 seconds left on the clock from the corner, you have to knock that down. You gotta knock it down. I'm sorry. You gotta knock it down. You just have to. You wide open, baby. We just seen you make everything else. You wide open. Now, controversy. Them calls at the end. I don't like this little hold. Like when they do the possession, like when they do the hold, like you know what I'm saying? Jump ball and the possession arrow. We got to get rid of that. Take it to the middle of the court and let them jump for that. Ain't because like that them calls at the end kind of cost UConn. Once Caitlin missed that free throw, which is absurd. Like she doesn't really miss free throws like that. But when she missed that second free throw, and then I think she got the ball, and then they did a jump ball, like that was crazy. But it was smart of her to also throw it off Shawty's foot, and then waste some more time, and then there's only 0.1 seconds left. That's game, baby. You could chalk it up. You can chalk it up, man. It's crazy. Now we moving into this. Oh my God. Like you can see the storylines the way. Remember when the women's brackets first came out, right? Remember when they first came out and everybody was complaining about why all these teams are on one side, the LSUs, the UConns, the Iowas, all the stars was on one side of the bracket. And South Carolina was on this other side. Remember that? Everybody, do you remember that at the beginning of the tournament? This is why them star players had to go through each other just to get to this juggernaut. It's a reason why I never really made a video on South Carolina. I know what they were. I know what they are. There's no need to put anything on that. We 37-0. And then if you want to add the last year's victories on top of that, she only lost 1 game. They only lost 1 game in 2 years. What is we really talking about? There's no need for that for them over there. This is what we're here for when it comes down to South Carolina. The finals. You got one of the best players, if not the best player in women's college basketball going against the best team in college basketball. Women's college basketball. Come on, what is we talking about? The storyline is crazy right now. Make sure y'all hit that like button while you're in here. You hear me? Make sure you do that. Subscribe to the channel. Let's get it popping. Oh my goodness. What is we gonna be up against Sunday? What is Caitlin and Iowa Hawkeyes? What are they up against Sunday? Maybe the greatest team ever put together by women's head coach and Don Staley. What is we really talking about, man? What are we really talking about? Like if you look at NC State, if you look at NC State and look what they did as a team, you got they had James put up 20 points. Baldwin put up 12 points. You got Z Brooks coming off the bench giving you 12 points. That's about it. But they scored 59 points. South Carolina put up 78 points, man. 78 points. There's really nothing you can really do with that at all. They out rebounded them. Watkins had 20 rebounds by herself. Watkins had 20 rebounds for the South Carolina Gamecocks by herself. 20 rebounds. Cardoza had 11. They got out rebounded tremendously. Now we all know what are the Iowa Hawkeyes' Achilles heel. Please, all the 7 viewers that's in the building, please make sure you hit the like button. How you hit the like button? The 3 dots at the top right here. You hit the 3 dots and hit that thumbs up for me one time for the one time. I appreciate you for coming into the building. What is the Iowa Hawkeyes' Achilles heel? Physicality and size. Size on the front end. If that's what South Carolina brings, physicality. They definitely have skills at the guard position, and they're physical. They're tall. They're big. Cardoza, they have to deal with her. I don't know how. Now the Achilles heel for South Carolina is guarding the 3-point. But as you can see, what we just seen with Marty, hopefully I'm saying her name right, number 10 from UConn. If you can pressure her off the ball, Caitlin Clark, she has trouble dealing with that. It's like once she passed the ball, she's out to play. Oh my goodness. Like she's running around, she's throwing lackadaisical passes. Like we seen the first half. She had trouble in that first half. UConn had the perfect game plan. Oh my goodness. They're gonna look back at this game and be like, we should have won this game. I guarantee you. They had the perfect game plan for this game. They kept her out of the middle of the floor. They made her, they guarded her when she went left because she likes to shoot that step back 3 when she goes left. One thing that Caitlin Clark has learned to do, that I have repeatedly said on the podcast, respect my perspective, by the way, make sure you hit that like button while you in here, is that she's learned to get her teammates involved, and she learns how to and when to take over games. That's something that every superstar knows, every superstar has. They like the LeBrons, the Kobe's, the whoever you want to name that's a superstar in the basketball world, they know that they can't really do it by themselves. They can get you 40, 50 points, yes. But it's how and when you get your 40 and 50 is what matters. You feel what I'm saying? Like them when she throw them lead passes out and they go catch them and get them, those are easy buckets. When she drive and she get that pocket pass or she dish it off before they come try to block the ball, yes, those are easy buckets for her teammates. Guaranteed, man. Guaranteed. This was a beautiful, beautiful night for college basketball, women's college basketball at that. I want to shout out Paige Buckers, by the way. She definitely played a great game. But you, like I said, man, I love basketball, I love football, I love sports so much, man. But if I'm gonna critique the women's like I do the men, Paige, you gotta hit that, baby. You got to. I'm not saying like you was the reason why they lost. Never. But what I'm saying is, in that moment in time, that's your time, baby. That's your time to shine. You, from the corner, you're wide open. 11 seconds left off the rebound. Dish it out. Boom. Get it out the net. That's the only way you're going to touch it. That's the only way you're going to touch the ball is if you get it out the net. You got to hit that. And she got the rebound and she tried to throw it back in and they knocked it away. You feel what I'm saying? But it is what it is. Like I said, man, this was a great, great night for women's college basketball. If I had to say who was going to win the championship, the Natty, it's kind of hard to go against South Carolina. And I've been picking against them this whole tournament. I ain't gonna lie, just because I just wanted to see somebody else. But like, to be honest, to be truthful, to be realistic, the way they playing right now, it's South Carolina, man. It's unless Caitlin go out there and drop 50, and then she has some help to go along with her. That's the only way I see it happening. But I can't really see her getting 50 if she playing like that in the first half. You have to be so spectacular throughout the whole game from start to finish. You have to do that. And them role players are going to have to come with you when you do that. I'm sorry. Yes. That's a fact. That is a fact. For sure, for sure. You dig what I'm saying? I appreciate everybody that's in the building right now. Everybody that came, make sure you hit them 3 dots at the top. Make sure you hit that like button on the way in. You subscribe to the channel for more content. This was just one of them ones that I just threw out there because I was just so happy that, you know what I'm saying, we got a chance to witness greatness. These the Elite 8, the Sweet 16, the Elite 8, the Final 4 in the women's basketball, it was just so great. All the stars, you know what I'm saying, with South Carolina on the other end, taking care of business. You don't write better storylines for that. I mean, we all was looking at like the brackets at one point, like why is it like this? But now we see why. Now we see why. South Carolina is that team. They is. We gotta hype them up because it comes with that. It comes with that now. South Carolina is that team. Can Caitlin Clark do it? Let me know in the chat. Hop up in that thing. If you're new to the channel, if you're new to the live stream, hit them 3 dots at the top and make sure you hit that like button. You got to support the channel, man. You feel me? Can Caitlin Clark get it done? Man, what a way to go out. She already declared for the WNBA? What a way to go out. To take down South Carolina? A 37-0 team to go to the WNBA for your last game? What is we talking about now? We talking about a legacy. We talking about the greatest woman college basketball player ever. I know it's a lot of other college players, women college players that got chips after chips after chips. They chip and dip. I get it. But the way Caitlin Clark then went about her business as a collegiate player, if she win this game, I guarantee you it'll never be forgotten. It will be looked upon as one of the greatest seasons in women's college basketball history. I stand by that. I stand 10 toes. I stand on business. I stand on business about that. You hear me? You hear me? If she complete this, what she just did, to go through LSU and Angel Reese and Flo J and them, to just go through UConn, Paige Buckers and them, to turn around and beat South Carolina, that's tough. That's tough. That's tough. Oh my goodness. What? Man, make sure you hit the like button while you in here. You dig what I'm saying? Them 3 dots at the top. Hit that thumbs up. You dig what I'm saying? Subscribe to the channel. It's crazy. It's crazy. Look, man. Caitlin, continue doing what you're doing, whether you win or you lose. You had a great season. You had a record-breaking season. It's been a joy watching you in college basketball. From last year to this year, the way your game developed, from just being a shooter to now being a scorer, a playmaker, a game manager, a floor general. You did what I'm saying, like a complete game for sure. To South Carolina, to being that dominant team that you are, staying true to yourself, actually giving us what we wanted. We knew what it was on that side of the bracket. We knew who was coming out of that. Y'all didn't disappoint. Y'all didn't have no lapses. Y'all ain't let nothing go down. I think the closest team that beat y'all was some other team I can't remember right now. But we got what we got. We got a star in Caitlin Clark in Iowa, and them girls over there. Don't get me wrong, cause the role players are showing up. They're showing up. If you're new to the channel, hit the like button. Them 3 dots at the top, and hit that like button while on the way in. Subscribe to the channel. We supporting over here. You dig what I'm saying? To South Carolina, the dominance is there. The question is, can Iowa get it done? Can they get it done? That's the question that we have to ask ourselves. What do they have to do to get it done? Is it bombs away from three? Is it a slow and methodical type of, you know what I'm saying? Hey, we're gonna try to get Cardozo in foul trouble, and then we're gonna play from inside out, or is it run and gun? Or is we just gonna pick up the pace and we're gonna try to run them off the floor? You feel what I'm saying? Like, those are the questions that you have to ask yourself if you're Iowa. South Carolina, I guarantee you the thing is, this is our time. I guarantee you that's their thought process while they're in the locker room, how they feel right now. They letting their nuts hang, and I ain't trying to be, you know what I'm saying? Y'all already know what it is. They feel like they that, and they should do. They should, because they just demolished NC State. Demolished them. Got them up out of there off the quickness. What is we talking about? That's what we dealing with in the finals. Should I say it? Is it David versus Goliath? Because the slingshot is Caitlin Clark. The slingshot is, can she go bombs away? Because South Carolina, they got the size, the athleticism, they got the pedigree, they got the coach, they got everything that they need to go ahead and complete an undefeated season and become the champions. Or does Caitlin Clark says, you know what? Bombs over Baghdad, baby. I'm letting it fly. And if I'm on that night, I'm going for nifty. And long as somebody come with me, oh hell yeah. Oh hell yeah. Long as somebody come with me, oh we gonna be all right, baby. We gonna be all right. Y'all already know what it is, man. I appreciate everybody for coming in. I appreciate everybody that was rocking with me. If you're a new viewer, make sure you hit that subscribe button while you're in here. If you love sports, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're in here. If you respect my perspective, baby, make sure you hit that subscribe button while you're in here. Also, hit the like button. The 3 dots at the top. Right here. This way. Yes, 3 dots. Hit that. That's how you find the like button. That's how you support me. Once you hit that like button and you subscribe to the channel, man, come join in the chat, man. I want to chop it up with you guys. Or girls. You dig what I'm saying? Y'all already know what it is, man. This is Respect My Perspective. Respectfully, though. Final 4 recap. I can't wait for the men's to come through tomorrow. Y'all already know what it is, man. And I'll see y'all guys in the next one. You dig? Y'all take it easy.